difficult to know that there is no safety net for me, that I can't actually access any government assistance when I need to.
When Christine McAllister opened her cafe, she had no idea the economy was about to go over a cliff. Making matters even worse, she's missed out on the government's JobKeeper subsidy.
Just purely because of the timing of when I opened. And that's the only reason that I'm not eligible.
For a business to qualify, it has to be able to demonstrate a 30% loss of income due to the pandemic. Because her business had only just opened, Christine didn't meet the criteria.
The red tape they put around applying for JobKeeper means that people that actually do need it can't access it.
Adding insult to injury, she's just heard that the government is only spending half as much on the JobKeeper program as it budgeted for.
There is no doubt that there is a considerable amount of people who have been displaced from their work who are not captured by JobKeeper or JobSeeker.
JobKeeper was announced 2 months ago with a huge price tag.
We are committing $130 billion over the next 6 months to support the jobs and livelihoods of what we anticipate of being almost 6 million Australians.
Despite calls for the program to cover more workers, the Treasurer ruled out any extra spending.
We had to draw the line somewhere. This is a massive call on the public purse, and it is a debt that the country will pay for years to come. And at 6 million people on the JobKeeper program.
The applications were processed by the Australian Tax Office, which initially reported the number of requests was on track to match that forecast. But 7:30 understands alarm bells started ringing inside the ATO when the number of applications surged past 6 million. That prompted a review of the application forms, which revealed many had been incorrectly filled in by employers. On Friday, the ATO and Treasury estimated that 3.5 million workers would receive the payment, rather than 6 million. And the cost would be $70 billion instead of $130 billion.
I don't think anyone's seen an economic policy estimate miss of this magnitude. It's a little bit sloppy on the case of the ATO to take so long to pick up the reporting errors that were coming through.
We had great success in flattening out the curve, and we went from having a rise in the number of daily cases at 22% in the week leading up to the announcement of the JobKeeper program to now having 35 days straight where the number of new cases has increased by less than 0.5% per day. And so that health miracle has had a real economic benefit, hence the lower number of people who are going to be using the JobKeeper program.
There are now calls for the government to make JobKeeper available to more businesses and their employees, or extend the payments past September.
It was designed to finish in September in one go. There was a hard stop. And of course, this itself was a problem and is a problem because business will suddenly go from having a substantially subsidised workforce to having no subsidy, and that could result in significant amounts of job losses at the end of September.
Steve Fleming lost his job lecturing in astronomy at La Trobe University due to the pandemic.
I was disappointed. I almost had tears in my eyes because I've been teaching about astronomy for many, many decades, and to all of a sudden have an email come to say that it stopped was a bit of a shock.
Steve can't claim JobKeeper because the government has excluded public universities from the program.
I feel angry. I cannot explain to you how angry I feel about it. What makes university workers different from anybody else? There's absolutely nothing.
While the government insists spending less money is good news, some economists warn that the economy might stall later this year without more support.
For many forecasters, the stimulus was penciled in as a number that was needed to get the economy recovering again in the second half of the year. Now we're going to have less stimulus in the economy.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.